Hey guys, this is Amy from 10thacrefarm.com, and today I'm talking about the wood that you might use to build raised beds with. So there are a couple of considerations. First, you want to be using wood that is rot resistant, and second of all, you want to be sourcing wood that is sustainable. And in addition to that, of course, we're looking for wood that is economical. So there's three considerations right there. First, let's cover wood that is rot resistant. So most of the time we're looking for wood that is, an evergreen. So cedar, juniper in the eastern United States, we sometimes call this eastern red cedar, and Douglas fir, hemlock. These are all rot resistant woods. Now, what all of these woods have in common is that what makes them rot resistant is the oils that they have in their woods. Now, these oils in the wood are what gives that wood their fragrance. So these woods are highly fragrant, and it's because of the oil in the wood that resists rotting. There's another kind of wood though that can be used for raised beds, and these are dense hardwoods that, just because of their density, resist rot and can last just as long as these woods with the oils in them. So behind me, I have used white oak as the lumber to build my beds with. You can use white oak, black locust, or black walnut. These are all very dense woods that are pretty good for building raised beds with. And of course, you're gonna have to do some research in your area to see what's available. Now, I prefer to use the dense woods, which I've been using my white oak, as opposed to woods that use an oil to resist rotting, such as the cedars and whatnot, because those oils also resist beneficial fungi and beneficial bacteria, the soil organisms that you want in your bed to help create a healthy soil ecology. Now, it's not the end of the world if you have a bed built of cedar, but you have to recognize that it is going to have an effect on your soil organisms. So when I looked locally, I was looking for wood to see what it was going to cost me economically. And so I went to my big box store, right? We always assume that what we get at the big box store is going to be the most economical choice. So I went and I I found some cedar at the big box store. I priced that out. And then I went to Google, and I also, looked in garden groups in my local area and, asked them, right? You always want to crowdsource in your local area to find the best resources for you. I called some local lumber yards, and it turns out that I was able to get this locally, sustainably cut white oak at a much cheaper price than the cedar that was in my big box store, right? So this was cheaper. And if you're just gonna assume that the big box store has the best prices, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but you wanna do some research in your local area, because the benefit for me of finding this wood locally is that I was able to talk to the local lumberyard. I was able to ask them about their sourcing of lumber, how they do it, and I was able to feel confident that they were using sustainable sources, that they were using sustainable lumber, tree farm practices to bring this wood to me. And in the end, it's sustainable and economical, and it's going to last a long time. So good luck with your project, and again, be sure to check in with your local community. There is no substitute for finding sustainable and economical sources of materials locally. Thanks for watching.